I guess, but it's better than the other option. I had some pug paladin that like wanted all the loot. he was decked out, averaging 99 parse with Valinir, but he was like, "Yeah, I want all the loot." If well, hold on.
Getting SIGs and milk. Okay.
Okay, so he's not coming back. Dad.
BRB getting
Um,
SIGs and milk. Okay. All right.
yeah. I told the other guy that if he wanted to log in, that if you saw him in party, he'd probably bow out and go play League. So it's up to him. Um, you assist there. Oh, that's the wrong button, Boog. Can you toss that back? That's fine. You're the leader now. You can deal with all this shit. If it goes bad, it's on you. Is it even worth logging? Because I know logs were fucked up the other night when we tried to do this. I mean, I imagine it is, because it eventually will be alright, but...
Yeah, let's go and run them.
I mean, I can log if you want.
No, I'm gonna run them anyways. Thinking about starting the stream, but let's get Closet down and some of those that aren't here. Destruct should be here any minute. I've already gone over the assignments with him and Boog for how we're gonna tank tonight. I did post in Baked Raid Chat just a rough assignment sheet for how we're gonna do crowd control slash kiting for the faction champions. I grabbed the wrong Togc assignment sheet, so all of the drop downs were horde names, and we're obviously not fighting horde. So I just put in like, obviously like Tom will be trying to dispel the druids, and Carl will try and get the priests and etc. etc. So you'll set your pets on those and shit, and essentially Boog and Kentuck will be, rotating Polymorph and Cyclone on the Priest, and Prom and Saiyan will be rotating Polymorph and Cyclone on the Shaman, etc. etc. We're still going to mark the Shaman on that one and grip it and pull it out. Pretty sure everyone's done all of these fights at least before, or if not in PTR. So nothing should really be new to anybody.
There he is.
But if you have any questions, speak up. Obviously, the first boss that we're going into is Northern Beasts. Destruct's gonna start tanking that, and yeah, I mean, I guess watching the 30-second guide does kind of count. Like, this is kind of like a 30-second raid. So man, you gotta fix your shit, bro.
Fix what?
Press N unless you have rebound that, and it should pull up your talents. and at the top of your talent tree, change it from a tank roll to a damage roll.
There you go.
Yeah, and now when you join a raid, you should no longer be a tank. It's just my OCD. Problem's doing it with his healing as a balance too. So yeah, sorry about the wait. We're waiting on Destruct, and then we'll get going. Destruct is going to start out tanking the first boss, and then Boog is going to swap in for every 3 stacks of Impale. So just make sure that you're ready for the tank swaps.
Backstory.
Welcome back. Once we get the first guy down, they're gonna split up. Boog's gonna take Acid Maw, and Destruct will take Dread Maw. You want to make sure that you're avoiding like being in front of the like big snake guys. I don't even know what to fucking call them, but they spit and they do a cleave in front of them. They'll do a lot of damage. So when you're dipping in to clear your poison off the tank, you want to make sure that you're not doing it when like a swipe's going out. Once we get those 2 guys down, which we will be lusting on, we get to the 3rd guy, and it's kind of just like stand and pump, and then when you get knocked back, he's gonna look in a certain direction. If he's looking at you, run to the right, run to the left. If you get hit, he enrages. So Book, have your trank shot ready for that, but no one should be getting hit. So Destruct is going to be main tanking on the first one, guest, and Boog will be off tanking. Boog will be main tanking Draxus, and then faction champions is kind of whatever. Then Destruct will be quote unquote main tanking for Valkyr, and then Boog will be main tanking for Doom. So it's going to be like kind of like swapping back and forth. I got a feast down. Grab your hellstones. Never Destro.
Isn't Destro good for faction champions because of the stun?
Say less, guy. Thank you.
I mean, it's not a DPS fight; it's a control fight. Like,
I'll write that down.
So everyone, make sure you have all your buffs and everything, poisons, spellstones, all that shit. We're gonna get a pull here in 3, 2, 1.
Spread out range.
we should give the healers like the center as we're spreading out.
So if you get the kobold on the first guy, you need to make sure you run that to the ass of the guy so it can get cleaved down. If it goes on a range, it needs to be like blown up immediately. If it's on a melee, it's kind of like just cleave off of it. But
1.
on we're lusting on the second guys.
Phase 2.
When the giant horns come out. So you need to pump down this snowball vessel.
Pook, you have pain stop just until Destruct's debuff wears off.
So you're gonna want to stay in bear. You still have that debuff on you. You're taking like half your health every 3 seconds. We need more DPS in the snowballs. We can't be getting behind on those. Melee, big pump on the snowballs. Let range finish up the boss. All right, Boog, your guys gonna spawn over here.
5, 4,
And Destruct, yeah, just turn that guy right around. And we're all pumping on Boogs. We're all pumping onto Boogs. Go ahead and less. Everyone's on Acid Mar right now, big cooldowns. So be careful, but if you have the green debuff, you need to run over to behind the other boss and get the Burning Bile to clear.
What if
I
Boog
feel like
has
it-
it?
Yeah, if you have Burning Bile, you need to run over to Boog. Be frozen, I can't get to you. Got knocked back. What was that when they went down?
Like 15.
Okay, you gotta run that Destruct. You gotta run Burning Bile over to me and over to Boog. Boog's frozen. You gotta run over to, yeah. And Boog, you gotta pick up Acid Maw and turn him away from the raid. But
I grabbed him. You can pick him up. I'll grab the other one. Got him.
can we get a battle res on Kentucky? You guys need to stay spread out. You're all gonna get Burning Bile and it's gonna do AoE. You need to stay spread out. Get Guy up if you can. And then get one of the DPS up.
Some of you guys are stacking right on each other. Spread out.
You need to be spread the fuck out. Like range 10. Everyone needs to be spread range 10. And you can pick a melee DPS up. Looks like Crom has one available. You need to stay spread out. If you get Burning Bile in melee, you need to run out. Destruct's gonna have it, so you need to be at max melee. If you're in melee, you need to be at max range. Destruct's always gonna have it. Yeah, I see that. Destruct's down. Boog, I need you to pick it up.
Yeah, you ran away from your healers.
I had to get out of the cloud. But yeah.
Boog, you're gonna have to tank the rest of this. Boss is basically dead. Just nobody be in melee range. The poison's on the side we usually do it, so just take it over to the left side by the horde shield and back up into that pole. You guys gotta let the tank grab it. We have no picks up right now. We also have no melee. If you are melee, you should be max range to avoid the knockback. That knockback.
Monk, raid wall the massive crash. So now, please.
Yes, monk wall now. Oh, Pawn, you should have saved yours. Run. Do not get hit by that. Big DPS. Pop cooldowns. Blast into him as much as you can. Someone throw an innervate out on Guy.
Probably good save it for when their globals are less important.
Yeah. have any raid wide cooldown for the massive crash, so just get ready to use like a personal. Massive crash in 7. Okay, I guess it's off. Move, move. Left or right, no forward or backwards, left or right. Big DPS, big DPS. Boog, if you can throw your innervate. You won't have any other chance to throw it.
Warlocks, watch your threat. You're getting up there.
Yeah, we need salvations, like Tom and I.
I dropped the
See threat. South Carl. I can't see threat, unfortunately.
Carl has it right now. Okay, he's lower now.
Move, move, move. Do not get hit. Everyone run away from Skull. Oof.
Oh, so close.
That was too close. Guys, we're most likely not gonna meet the dessert timer. Keep
I mean,
pumping, but
We saw the whole fight. Right?
yeah. You been yelling a lot? You're another raid guy?
No, I'm getting over a cold.
Ah.
No, I'm sure I've been doing well.
Yeah. No, it's just because your voice is a little rough right now. Sounds like.
Yeah, I went through like 40 cough drops today.
Damn.
He's lying. He and Lethal yell at each other all the time.
Yeah, you guys can stop yelling. He's just gonna one-shot everybody.
You know, it's funny, right? Like, my mother, when she comes to visit, she's like, "Oh, you're always yelling. Everyone in your house is yelling. Your kids yell. You yell. Wife yells." I'm like, "We're not yelling. It's just like the voice we talk."
We're just loud people, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he spins and knocks you back, like not the massive rush one, when he knocks everybody back, that you can't avoid that. But he does one where he knocks everybody in melee back, and if you're standing at absolute max melee, you will not get flung back. I promise you. All right. Well, I mean, we've seen the fight. We know what to do now. When you get the slime bile, you run over for the burning bile to clear you. You need to make sure that you don't stand in front of the boss. You can literally go stand in right behind him. It's got a pretty big range to it.
Are you
So
running
it'll
into
definitely
boogs or destructs?
if you have the slime, you have to run it to destruct. Boog is also going to get the slime, so destruct's going to need to come over and clear it, which is very important that nobody is ever in front of the two of the bosses ever, because if you're in front of both of them at the same time, just see you later. All right, let's check buffs. Damn, my durability's slow as fuck. Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
They'll just spread out better.
Yes. We got buffs like a 10-yard range around you. So,
Can we let the healers stack in the middle so that we can heal everyone? Not
Yeah, you
stack, but
guys-
like be in the middle part of the spread.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck, I should have had someone else turn. Fuck, it's- Move that snowball in a little bit more. Move that, run that in. Run that in. And we need to, it's on a healer, we need to burst this down. There's another melee, just cleave.
Pookie, your paint's up.
Hit, it's on me.
You took it a little early.
Yeah, you gotta wait for your.
Oh
shit to
my
clear.
god, I thought he had 3 on the. Oh, man, fuck.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Alright.
Big
did
heal's
have
strong.
three.
Yeah.
You're good. It's just we're gonna have to boo
You're
get him up
struck.
right now.
Good health boost on him.
Yeah, you need to take that now, destruct, and
I have nothing. There it is. I'm up, I'm up, I'm up.
rebuff, rebuff, rebuff. Us.
Spread the fuck out.
Yeah, you're moving him too far from us. He's too far spread out. Can we... Pawn, can you wall? And Destruct, you gotta bring your bile over to Boog and clear him. Yeah, watch your range. Hey, everybody just fucking died in melee immediately.
Do we have enough DPS to be able to down Ice Hell?
No.
Maybe we should stand in poison now and just reset.
Yep. What's a fucking slime?
Do we want to just roll raid walls during that, like, the Bloodlust phase? Because it seems like that's when the melee are taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
trying to call them when the files are going out. What was that, Bolts?
Maybe thinking melee stacks. You think? I don't know.
Yeah, we can do our like Thorum stacks.
And healers
For
not
melee?
being melee.
So I mean, obviously the Thorum stacks are DKs on the right side, rogues on the back, and warriors reds enhancements on the left side. And then yeah, if you get burning bile, like you have to run out of melee, and like you cannot be in melee with that debuff. And when you run out, like you can't run on top of a range either. So range have to be like super spread. Destruct, if you can try and like not if, like when you have to move, if you can try and move the boss closer towards us as melee instead of further
Yeah,
away from us.
gotcha.
Yeah, perfect. Jeeves is still up. If you need to repair real quick, I won't have another one for like an hour. So, and then check all your buffs, and we're getting another pull here. I mean, you should try and boots in, if you have it, Chrome.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just big cleave at melee. On that in.
I got 8
Luke,
seconds.
you have paints up.
Big cleave. Hands up in 3,
Yep.
2,
I'm
1.
on it.
Take it now.
Alright, we're gonna need big heals on Boog. He has a 4 stack.
Bop Boog.
Stack down.
Click your bop off.
No.
Finish these vessels. Vassals. Whatever. Yeah, Boog, you can go ahead and get to your spot.
5, 4,
And whoever has that
2, 1.
lust. You need to be in your stacks. We're not really in our stacks right now, melee. We're all over the place.
Monk, can you raid wall, please?
That's a little bit better. Okay, run that over to Boog. Oh, no, you're good, you're good. Just run out. Don't run that into anybody. Destruct. Yep. Get Crommed up. Destruct, you're gonna have to just, you're tanking this still.
I have the paralyzed one.
You have to go take fire damage.
You gotta
I
run it
can't
down.
move.
Yeah, like you can't move. People have to. It's got to be taken to us.
Yeah, the only person who has it right now is Destruct. So.
That's right.
Horn flaps, you gotta make sure you're not in melee. If you have that bile buff, you have to get out of melee. The burning bile is what you use to cleanse the poison bile. Dude, if you have a battle res up, can you get Guy? Rex down. It's on Boog.
Burning spray is this frontal cone, right? I was just standing in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Boog, you're tanking him. Boog, I need you to... Right. I can't show you anymore. We don't have like any tricks for you or anything right now. So all our DPS is dead. Just wait. We won't make the just stand in it. We won't make the berserk timer. So it seems a lot of people like are dying to paralytic toxin. When you get paralytic toxin, you need to move towards the boss. Like the only person who's going to have it at the start is Destruct. Like so you have to move to him, like as close as you can get, and to take damage from him without being in front of that boss. Like so if you have boots, that's the time when you get that debuff, that's the time to boots. But otherwise you're just gonna get frozen, you're just gonna get paralyzed until you're dead.
And so when you get close enough to him, it just instantly tapers off.
That's why we're spreading out in a 10-yard range and later on in the fight is because that bile has a 10-yard range. So if you're within 10 yards of him and he has it on him, you just need to wait for the damage to tick and it will go out. So you get as close to him as you can, and if you don't make it to the range, all he has to do is just shift a little bit and he can break you out. And then in the second phase, when fucking everybody gets it, that's when we need to stay spread. So if like two people get it on top of each other, just instantly dead. You can't even like you're not healing through it. Yeah, that was my thought on that. Alright, I'm gonna start this back up in 3 seconds. I think we just need to focus on when you get the slime, you need to move to diamond. Like when you get the paralytic slime, you will stay paralyzed. Like if you're not within 20 yards of diamond, I don't even want to hear about you being paralyzed. Like you need to move to him when you get that. He's the only person who can break you out. There's no exceptions. I think we just need to work on that, and then we got this.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then just start trying to move the guy away from the poison the best you can.
Yeah, I'm moving him counterclockwise, so it's towards Bouge.
Okay.
Just so I don't range healers again, like the first one.
I figured you got around that in.
If you're ranged and you get a cobalt on you, you have to run to melee.
Ooh, once you hit a 3 stack, I'm gonna paint something. Oh, you have it.
We got 7 seconds left before I can take it. 3, 2, 1. On me.
There's also a kobold on destruct, so do you guys kill it?
Back on boot. Get destruct up.
You can also bubble off and pale.
Yeah, bop boog real quick. You're gonna have to click that off. Boog. Perfect. We gotta finish this snowballed. Hit him up. On, can you throw your wall? Run the biles. You need to. They're where they need to go.
Somebody get cack up so
On key wall.
I'll just expose.
Next weapon.
You guys
Move
need to.
destruct.
Yeah, destruct. You need to go clear triangles right now. And then stay away from everybody else. You guys are still picking up your respective, so no, that's the wrong one. Destruct. You need to go pick up. This is Asima. You need to pick up Venmo. If you can get.
Yo, stay spread, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have to spread big time. Fire spit going out.
Use a hellstone if you get hit.
Watch that bile. Watch that bile.
Oh.
Almost like literally not even worth having melee go in on that. Just stay spread out. Melee like spread it into the back or something. Don't even go in right now.
They're all dead now, right?
Yeah, it's. We're just not gonna be able to.
We'll make someone up.
Yeah, get Tobes up. Use his wall. He's in poison right now, which is gonna get bigger. We need to move him if he can. Big heals on destruct right now. So what you want to do, Boog, if you see where I'm at, you want to bring him over here to this pole and back yourself into it like this, so when you get knocked back, the boss doesn't move. Destruct's tanking right now, but now you're tanking.
Yeah, you were out of range healed.
You guys need to be ready to.
Tobes is going to raid wall the shadow crash, massive crash.
Go ahead and hit that now, Tobes.
Run.
Right or left, no back. No.
So if you get stacked with a torrent during that, it's kind of spooky.
Yeah, I couldn't see shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh god.
Big cooldowns, all cooldowns.
Carl. Stop Carl.
Yeah, you can just keep him right there. Just make sure you're max melee, or you're getting hit back like that.
Keep Trixie. There's 3 up, 2 up.
He's not in range.
Monk is going to be the next raid wall. Do it now, please. Thank you.
Remember, right or left, right or left, right or left.
Oh, we should probably have a frost resistor up.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Trix is back up.
Pawn, you're gonna raid wall this massive crash.
Yes, he's on blue.
Pawn now.
Right or left, right or left.
Need to ban Torin.
Crank him, crank him, crank him, crank him.
Our hunter's been dead for 2 phases.
Where's it? Tommy Walnuts. Was it because he charged through you?
I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, it looked like he teleported and went to the teleport spot.
Yeah, I seen him portal out, and it ran through him. Cause I don't know. I know it targeted him.
Yeah, it went where I was standing. It just I moved fast with the portal.
Yeah, I know that you teleported out, but it looked like he ran through you on my screen, and I didn't see anyone else get hit. There could be a damage taken by it.
Is that trample?
Probably. Yep. So looks like Gas got hit by trample.
Don't wait for a res, please. Run back.
Yeah, it's
Wait some
super.
people's times.
It's a super fast run back.
Does anybody have a bot?
I had. Yeah, none is so. I mean, we're supposed to be in our stacks. Once Acid Maw dies and we're on Dreadmaw, that's when we're supposed to be stacked up like Thorum. Like all the rogues are on the back, all the DKs are on the right, all of the remaining melees on the left side. Like that's when we need to be stacked, because if we get Burning Pile and we're just all willy-nilly, then everybody dies. That's the only way that melee can be in there. Like that's why I was like, wow, we might as well just fucking not send melee in, because we're not fucking doing it right and we're just dying. That was a good attempt though. We had that if we didn't.
That would have been the one, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that post works right by the fucking door. I thought it was the one furthest on the right, so I'm just gonna take him there on phase 3.
Yeah, that's the place to go. Like literally right where that skeleton is. Like that's where you want to go, and she'll just shove you right in that corner every time. And yeah, if you have a snowball on you, like you need to run to the ass of the boss. Like that's how you're getting cleaved. Like that's the only way you're getting cleaved. And the entire time it's on you, it's going to stun you, so it's a DPS loss. So if you're not standing in the right spot, you're literally griefing yourself. Yeah, I know that they stun immediately when they're thrown on you, but like people are moving around in melee, and you just can't do that. You gotta stay stacked right on the butt.
double the things off destruct now?
No.
Oh.
Could, but
No, we have what? How many paladins? Oh, we don't have that many. Never mind.
yeah. Boo's gonna get 4 on the swap, and because he has more, they can offer him as well.
Yeah. Boog, here you have paints up.
Tank swap in about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Taunting
you
in
need to move
3,
in closer with that snowball.
2, 1. Taunted.
Also, you need to move in closer with that snowball. Like, some of the cleaves are not hitting them that far out, so it's just taking longer to kill them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cleave off of them.
Togc.
Destruct if you want to pop just like a personal cooldown until your pale fades.
Oh, can you hit your wall now?
Nice.
There's no burning bile. Oh, that's not good.
It's Destruct has it.
Destruct, can you run past me?
Destruct, you gotta pick this guy up. You gotta pick this guy up.
Spread
Nobody
out.
else gets in melee range. Destruct, you gotta pick him up. Melee, now's when we need to get into our sacks. Get guy up. Yeah, you're on the wrong side. Stacking on the DK, stack on the right side.
Target you.
Bruh. Didn't.
I cloaked my shit instantly and still died. That's because I took it from Pawn, Gas, and Frosting. You guys need to be spread out. There's literally.
It happened when it knocked us back.
No, I understand that, but right now there's 4 people that are within 10 yards of my dead body. Like, if one of you gets bile, you're all taking damage. Get Kentucky. Oh, never mind. He's not a boom kit. So used to getting you up for fucking extra beat risks. We're gonna need single target DPS as much as we can. So when this guy's down, try and get either Frost or Gassed up. Try and get both of them up.
Big tricks. Tricks no destruct. Gas.
I can't see timers.
Tobes, can you do the first raid wall?
Yeah.
Not get hit. Big DPS. Oh, great. I'm bleeding randomly. Finally get max range before you get knocked back. You guys are losing DPS by doing that.
Pawn, can you get the next massive crash, please?
Let's wait for the knockback and then hit it now. Trank him, trank.
Yeah.
You guys cannot get hit with that fucking shit.
Thank God you can trank that.
Yeah, but we still miss out on DPS time. Remember, he takes bonus damage when he's on the wall.
Yeah, he didn't. We didn't get it.
You didn't get it? What?
The
If
bonus
he-
damage. He wasn't stunned.
I know,
If
it's
he hits-
trolling you guys.
Destructive paints up.
Oh fuck! I IBF at the same time.
I mean, we both saw the same thing. It's fine. I think if we don't mess up this massive crash, we're good. Monk Great Wall. Remember, run to the side. Don't run in front of it.
Right or left? Don't move forward. Okay, you're actually fucking trolling me, bro.
What the fuck?
You literally
did
ran.
that?
I'm down,
right
Boop.
in, you literally ran right into it, Frost. Like I was.
You're just not looking at it.
It's fine. It's on Boog.
35 seconds. Pump, pump, pump. Clean.
I think we need to change up how we're doing phase 2. I just don't know how yet. It just seems very messy with like the debuffs.
Yeah.
Die.
People aren't spread out enough. I literally got the burning bile debuff, and I went to move out of melee, and I took one step out of melee, and I took a step into 4 people that also had the buff, like that were also like super tight. Like people are not spreading range 10 in that, and like as soon as I was dead, there was 4 people within 10 yards of my dead body. Like that's just not good.
I think so. Like I was having a hard time just getting in range of the tanks. I don't know. Maybe if can we like give like an assigned area for healers or something? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get something. We'll get something marked down. I was too concerned with filling the raid up to actually get textures done.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's one of those weeks.
So next is Draxus. Boog's going to be main tanking this. Portals come out, they happen. We swap to portals and big DPS. Destruct picks up all of the ads. You need to make sure that when the volcano comes out, we're also blowing that up as much as possible. And then we need to spread out during the volcano. It's going to summon infernals. Infernals do big DPS, big AoE DPS. You need to get away from the infernals.
We should do raid walls during infernal phases.
Yes, this is kind of just like a tank and spank and pop your raid walls when the big AoE is going out. So we'll call those when the volcanoes are spawning and the infernals are pumping. Big tricks on the Boog here.
Maybe just notice spell steal.
Wait. Do you want to set up like range groups?
I mean,
2 to a star point, like 2 to each. Yeah, Chloe's with Tom. I'll make it real easy.
I mean, you literally can just spread out like we do in Thorm. Yeah, we can.
9, where are ya?
It's pretty much the same exact setup.
I'm by Carl.
Get over here, buddy.
Just treat where I'm standing now as the entrance. By the door, and then set up for Thorm.
You can have a buddy, just don't have more than 2.
Just looking at loot here real quick, 1 second. grab myself a food buff. Oh, I don't have. I didn't. Okay, my shit's wrong because I didn't update it. That's why. Well then, yeah, your shit's updated, Kentucky. So run with that. I'm gonna start it in just a second here. Some RP bullshit.
It's like 12 minutes on poisons rogues.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we're kicking big time on this and healing those that don't get debuffs. All that stuff.
I don't move them to the portals, right? Just keep them here.
No, yeah, you can just keep them right in the middle and pump. Portals will spawn just right off to the side of them anyways. Pretty. You should be able to cleave it. Timer's a little wonky. Should be good to at least put tricks out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I would hit your pre-pot now. He'll be active any second.
1. Did you tricks?
Get him up.
Yes, I did.
We cannot let a single one of those go off. Portal soon. Bus. Like. Need to blast this portal down. All DPS needs to be on this portal. Portal's not dying fast enough. There we go.
Oh, Siri Flash.
What the hell? Was someone interrupted?
No, we forgot. Yeah.
Guys, not healing that debuff.
I tried, but how much shit do you?
89,000, I think.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You guys need to fucking bomb that. Run back. So he's gonna be instant when we talk to him now, I believe. So we're gonna have to make sure we're in position before we do pull here. So, healers looking for that incinerate flesh. Gotta bomb that person till it's gone. I mean, make sure you have your beacons up on the tank and everything. All DPS need to swap to the portal. We need to be a little bit faster than that. We definitely need to be faster when it's a volcano. Because that shit spawns deathly heads. Any questions before we pull? And let's make sure we're in our spots and have all of our buffs.
Wait. There's no RP or anything, so.
4,
Correct.
3, 2.
It's their spot.
Like, we still have people just. Okay, we're looking better now. Sorry for your army, it'll still be up. Yell at the people who aren't fucking in the spot when I told them to be, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, it was instant on PTR.
You didn't talk to the guy. No one talked.
I fucking clicked the fucking thing. Oh my god. Portal.
Alright, we did a lot better. This is the right flash that time.
Rom, go pick up.
You need to kill these. You need to kill these mistresses. These dads need to die. It's saying up.
Yes.
It's okay. Just let him not do anything.
Tob's raid all, please.
You need to burn that volcano down, guys. Everyone needs to be pumping this volcano.
Monk, raid wall, please.
Your range, dot up those ads. Melee, move away from the infernos.
Force your range, your healers.
Interrupt.
Got the heal can talk. Heal can talk.
On when the Mistress of Pain spawns, if you could wall. Now. Big on this portal,
Heal
guys.
Crom. Judge, you're out of range.
Yeah, I had to run for fire. I'm good.
Okay.
Keep this Mistress down. We need to focus this Mistress down.
Heal forts.
This volcano. Alright, just finish boss. Just finish boss.
Still heal.
work. Oh, congrats, Boog.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the debuff. The first
Yeah,
one.
I
I even turned it on in DBM. I'm like, I need to make sure that's the important one. So that's the only bar I should be looking at.
I don't heal in any raid, so yeah, I can, like, doesn't even exist in my mind. I let the healers deal with that.
I was like, I overthought it.
We're all gonna need to move to this side of the room that X is on. The next boss should be faction champions. Since we're Horde, we'll be fighting the Alliance. We definitely don't want to be on this side of the room that they spawn on. Yeah, guy, I also need to AFK for 40 seconds. I need to grab a drink. My throat's fucking super dry. Faction champions is pretty easy. We'll do like a rough breakdown when I get back in just like 30 seconds. Choosing one of them to grip out. If I start this, it doesn't immediately move some combat, right?
It does not. Don't go past the middle of the arena, though.
But yeah, if we get the Wrestle Shaman, we're gonna grip him out and yeet and delete him. But the rogues need to be sitting on healers and just constantly kicking. We do have like a little bit of an assignment in Baked Raid Chat. So Gas is going to be sitting on the Priest, I'll be sitting on the Shaman, Nenazul will be sitting on the Paladin, and Kakstat and Earthworm Jom will, help interrupt the Druid and the Paladin. We have Boog and Kentuck rotating Cyclones and Polymorphs on the Priest, Crom and Sambo rotating Polymorphs and Cyclones on the Shaman, and then just a general, heal dispels list for Warlocks for their pets. As well as spell steal for mages and priests.
Which one? Sorry, which one's the priest that you want me to say?
It's gonna be the healing priest.
One that looks like a priest.
Depends on if we have it. I don't think we do. So those are going to be our 3 main targets right there. So Nana, what we actually want to do as rogues is we just kind of want to put wound and what the fuck's the other one? Mind numbing. Yeah, Gas. You'll just be on the you can go on the Pally. I'll be on the Shaman. and we all are gonna want to put like wound and mind numbing on, and just spam knives at the start to get just everything to have wound and mind. You don't need to have it on the entire time. Like you're gonna want to have one or the other on like an offhand or a main hand, but just go in and knives off the rip.
Do any of the mages have an arcane spec with slow?
I mean, Kentuck should have an arcane spec, but I don't.
Slow's crazy useful this fight if you have it. If not, then
I do not.
So Kak, when we grip Skull out on the start here, if you could charge in onto Square and hit your fear, and just fucking fear bomb them all, it should get most of them, if not all of them, to pop their like little PvP trinket that they have, and then everyone can start, CCing and bursting shit down from there. Yeah, just when in doubt, fucking CC something. Like, if you're not sure if you should be CCing something, you probably should. We'll call the kill target. Obviously, you don't want to CC the kill target, but let's get a pull on this. So DKs are gripping skull directly to us, and then we're lusting. To be big on skull right now. Rogue's gonna be on their targets.
Yeah, we gotta get below those stuff.
Yeah, you guys need to be purging and dispelling them.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys need to hit that Wind Fairy Totem. Like, you need to hit ads and CC and dispel, purge. You got Icy. 0 Cyclones out right now, 0 Polymorphs. You need to, if your target's DR'd, hit another target. You don't have to CC your target either. Use your battle reses. Like, we have 2 battle reses right now. We need to get. You get Crom up, he can battle res another person. Or if you get Crom up, you can get Zedley, and Zedley can get. Never mind. Just stop healing. Just wipe. Yeah, people need to help you dispel. Run back in. I mean, Chloe and Guy were both master spelling, yeah. But
yeah, it was
we can
bubble dispel.
We can get some more purges out of our shamans for sure. Our enhancement shaman can toss a couple purges as well. We need everybody to be like actively purging, dispelling, CCing the entire.
This fight gets a lot easier when even 2 or 3 of them are dead. So it's like just CC, get a couple dead, and then you win.
So repair bot up still, guys. Right here.
So Nenazul's sitting on the paladin. I'm gonna be sitting on the shaman. Actually, we'll have Kak. You'll be sitting on the shaman since that's what we're attacking first. And I'll sit on the druid, and then Gas will be on the priest. And those were the 3 healers that we had. I think. Go with that. Check your flask and your food buff. Let me put a feast down. Yeah, there already was one. That's okay. Make sure you get hellstones. And yeah, get out soulstones, all that stuff. Rogues, just make sure you have wound on. You probably don't need mind numbing. Probably run deadly or instant and wound. Just make sure that you're fanning wound off the start to get that up on all of them, and then just go straight to your kill targets. Yes, Kak, you're charging in, then fearing, and you just charge in, fear bomb them, and then you're going straight onto the shaman.
Definitely still offline.
Wait, did Dudley drop? Okay. It doesn't say he's offline for me. This is we're not pulling. We're not pulling. We're not pulling. We're not pulling.
1.
Yeah, he said he lost power. His shit's restarting.
Yeah, I just got that message.
You get my tell?
Yes.
Okay.
No, burn down the shaman. Yeah, let's do a break too right now while Zedley gets back online. Yeah, sure. I'm glad I'm not bleeding anymore. That was fun.
Oh my god, that darting hatchling, I was like, what the shit?
Yeah, no. I don't have a gem on me.
Okay.
All my reds. I have orange, green, purple, yellow, and blue. No reds. Used all my reds.
No worries. The weapon was a 200 spell.
You're too far away from your computer. I can't hear you.
Robot.
Listen, he had to go power smoke a cigarette real quick. Since we're on break. I just read that book. Yeah, like my fucking cat jumped on me in the middle of a fight, and she like cut my knee open. Like she like landed on my leg and like grabbed my knee, and like the side of my knee is like sliced open, and it just started like bleeding profusely. So I just have like blood all down my leg right now. We'll figure it
You're
out.
like,
We'll
like,
figure it out
oh,
after.
I'm bleeding, and she just casually says, "Oh, congrats on being a woman."
Cat's Alliance.
Yeah, I'll get it after raid. Yeah, fuck it. It'll all be dry. I'll just go take a shower or something. I think Zedley's back in Discord, so he should be back online shortly. So just make sure we're all here and ready to go when he gets online. Kentuck, do we have any loot left over?
Just trophies.
Just trophies, bro?
Yep.
Alright. Well, let me know when we start getting close on that time.
We have an hour and 30 minutes, so good for a minute.
Should be any minute now. There he is. Alright, so they just let me know when you're good to go. So I get something from you in game, I'll do a ready check. Wake everybody up. He's in tree forms. Nana, do you need a flask?
No, I'm good. Say.
I'll put a feast down for you, bud. Right in front of you, Zedley. Alright, everyone's ready?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are we lesting off?
Yeah, let's. Yeah, we less off the rip here. As soon as we grip him, we less.
Silenced.
DKs, we need some icy chains on these melee.
Armor totems, please.
They're stacking people out. Like I have 3 melee on me right now, and I can't kite them away. We all need to be on X after Skull is dead. Get battle reses out. Get people up. Your CC's out.
Someone needs to get on the belly.
Lena, got her. You guys get that down. Get Alyssa. Go on Moon. Get the hunter down. Once X is down. You make sure you have a wound up on that rogue. Some sort of MS.
Can we banish the druid?
I don't know.
I think we can.
I'm pretty sure.
Sure, we're still throwing CCs. All DPS needs to be concentrated on the moon.
We remark the skull, just there's less confusion.
Yep. Is anyone on the druid right now?
We're gonna need a lot more dispels. I'm dead, and I was accounting for like 50% of our dispels.
As soon as you guys get that down, come over to this paladin. It's marked with the triangle. And I'll swap it to skull as soon as that guy's down.
Get some AoE fears. You guys have them?
Yeah, use all of your CCs.
Ask to spell on the paladin, please.
He bubbled, yeah.
You could also sleep that pet, the cat.
I'm down. I need kicks on druid. Kicks on square.
Yeah, banish and fear it.
Well, the banish is pretty much at DR. Get CCs out. Purge that regrowth off Valenia.
Tree.
Get CCs out.
You can
Or
disarm
not.
the warrior during Bladestorm.
Get CCs out. And get on X. Gotta interrupt that hellfire. Yeah, we're fucking done now.
Is there anything like special I need to watch out to purge?
Everything. If it's purgeable, purge it.
Okay, well,
Like, it sounds absurd, but like, it's just.
You
It's
basically
almost always the most effective global you can do.
You don't want to purge.
I can't just like click around and like, you know, waste time.
You don't want to purge.
First to kill target.
You don't want to purge like anything that's actively being CC'd or that we're not killing. But like anything that we're trying to kill, you want to purge it. And like, kind of don't want to purge a life bloom because a life bloom if you purge a life bloom, it'll just pop. But it's also, if we have fucking all of our people up, it won't matter if it pops. But like essentially, when they bloodlust, like you want to purge bloodlust off of all of them, and then you purge the kill target. And I'm gonna change kill targets a little bit because there's just too much healing going out. We're gonna need to go shaman into druid, I think.
With a lust off the rip.
Yeah. I don't think so. Destruct, I think I was being targeted by all three melee. I had
Okay.
DK, the warrior, and the Death Knight all one. I mean, I said Death Knight twice, but yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure because it seems like I casted it on you and then you did.
Yeah, it was.
Just
it was
inopportune
kinda like
timing. We'll
that.
put it that way.
Yeah, they all were casting on me at the same time too. They literally all just targeted me. I hit with like everything in 4 seconds. Yeah, you want to chain grip the guy out to get him broken up from the whole group. Yeah, and you want to lust right off the rip. Like we need to kill him. Like we're also sending the warrior in to fear them. So like the goal is to get our kill target down to like 70% before they even know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as normal. I'll grip him first. Whoever wants to grip him second, let's just grip him first.
Okay, so I forgot, but I can like turn people into a frog.
Hex. Yep.
Do you want me to like focus somebody?
Yeah, you can like Diamond the Warlock. Like no one's really did anything to the Warlock that much. Like it seemed like every time I looked at the Warlock, she was just free casting. So you can try and hex the Warlock or the Shadow Priest, one of the two, because they're just doing like a lot of like dots, AOE, like Hellfire, Mindplay types of abilities. So like those two are good to do some stuff as well.
All right.
Like you kind of want to put down Earthbind is on cooldown, but then replace it with like you want to put down Earthbind, but also make sure you have Tremor up in case they fear.
Yeah.
So like if you like see someone kiting by you, put down Earthbind to like help them kite. Then make sure you put.
Gotta give respect to earn respect.
Like, it's a huge PvP fight. So like if you've ever done like 5s in PvP, like that's like literally what this is, but it's 25 versus 10. Like you want to use all of your PvP abilities as much as you can, be throwing out CCs as much as you can. Like you need to have a good balance of DPS and active CC to win this fight. So just make sure like you're getting those out. Let's get another pull.
Disarms, all that shit.
So we're gonna grip Skull out and Lust on the rip.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a spell.
Get Purges out. Nice. Never mind, they lost their lust when he died.
You're welcome.
What's the kill target?
X. There's a new skull. It's done out.
You skull.
DK sword chains out on the melees that are running around.
Kill target.
Iris, the rogue, new skull. Just keep interrupting that paladin.
Paladin's almost dead.
Good, yeah, it's fine. Keep killing him.
He's in a bubble. Get ready.
Master spell? Oh wait, that's me.
Didn't even get to.
Rogue. I'm at disarm.
That's much better, guys. Just keep it up. Keep getting interrupts and kicks on the warlocks and the boomkins and everything out there. We're going on the hunter next, which is marked with X. Let's get Carl up. New skull. Keep seeing that DK and the warrior out there.
Do we have any innervates?
They are all out or currently being used.
Alright.
I just dropped mana. Should get it.
Yes, the spell is expensive.
Yeah.
Watch out for that whirlwind. Kick that hellfire. It's a little bit on my bad on a little bit on my bad on the initial targets, but I think we found what we want to work with there, and you guys definitely cleaned it up on your end as well. So pretty happy with that there. Good job. We got
Nice.
twins next. Twins. Anybody that doesn't know this fight or needs a refresher, wasn't here with us with the PTR, speak up now.
Yeah, refresh me.
Oh, you're a warlock, so you're going to be grabbing a DPS buff. Basically, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have all of the healers grab the light buff, and one of the tanks is gonna grab a light buff, so they can grab Darkbane. And we're all as DPS, we're all going to be grabbing the dark buff, so we can DPS down Lightbane. The dark buffs and the light buffs correspond directly with some abilities. So, like, if you have the dark buff and Dark Vortex is going out, you'll be safe from Dark Vortex. However, if the Light Vortex is going out, or I think it's like Surge of Light or Light Vortex, you'll need to swap over to Light and then swap immediately back. So, like, 9, you're gonna, specifically you, 9, you'll grab the Dark, you'll come stack in melee and pump Lightbane the entire time, unless we need to swap for Light Vortex so you don't die. The other possible time that we need to switch is if they do a shield, and we don't have enough DPS to burn through it. then we're gonna have to swap. Right now, we're not gonna swap for the shield. We're gonna try and just burn through it, and then kick it.
If we save Bloodlust for the time when it's the wrong color shield, that should be enough.
Yeah. Other than that, there's orbs that are gonna be flying around. So, if you have the light color, you want to pick up the light orb. If you have the dark color, you want to pick up the dark orb. So since there's nothing out right now, I'll come and show you. Bosses should be spawning here. One's here, and one is over here. The tanks are gonna bring them into the middle and stack them up right here. So all the DPS are gonna stack on the ass of both of them in a nice cluster right here. And then we're just not gonna move. When the only thing we move for is light. Like if a light ball happens to come into us, then we're not going to we have to move for that. But we're not moving for dark. We want the darks to hit us as a stack, and we all get damage buff from that dark buff hitting us. And then we just absolutely pump down on Lightbane. Am I missing anything?
Switch one that. I'll switch for that.
Healers and a couple of range. So we're gonna have Book. Book is gonna be light as well. And then we need like a couple of the light soakers to be behind the tank, so that they're blocking the light orbs from going in this way. And then the healers should be spread around the room, and you guys should be able to just strafe left and right and soak the orbs that way.
I'm just confirming you said the DPS are going to be black. Right?
Yes. Yes, DPS is going dark, and
so they're going to start over here to click on this one.
That's correct.
We can get the buff, right? Like we can talk to the dude and get the buff.
Yeah, you can get it.
Yeah. I just wanted to kind of show you where things are going to be before.
Yeah, I got you.
Can't show you where they're going to be. Make sure you're on the back half of the room because they are going to come out of the gate and spawn here in just a second. I'll be marking the one that we're going to be focusing down with Skull. Kentucky, you should be asking who has 40 badges right now. If you have 40 or more badges right now, talk to Kentucky. And
yeah, I'll just do a ready check after this boss.
Okay.
I gave Boog one. I gave Dudley one because I know I've seen them doing their dailies every day.
The prios of those trophies are going to be tanks and healers over DPS, and then we're going to rotate.
Just to confirm, Jed, you want me taking dark and then light, right?
You are going to be taking dark because you will be taking Lightbane. Boog will be taking light because he will be taking Darkbane. You're both going to pull them in together, and we're going to big cleave, and then we're going to have all of our.
Wait. Aren't they going to be near that white portal over there so that they can easily switch if needed?
I mean, yeah, you can drag Darkbane a little bit more to the right side, but if it's I don't have fucking flares. God damn it.
I do.
Perfect. Yeah,
Take them basically both right there. All the DPS right on that.
That's the biz spot right there.
And actually, you probably could even have Monk and Pawn stacked in with the melee just so they don't have to move at all, and they can just hard heal.
The one on the left is more where I was thinking, but yeah, it's fine. Anywhere in that general area, if you have them stacked up, we should be able to hit it from left or right there.
Well, you want to be near your opposing color because the bulk of DPS are going to be black. We want them near the white portal because the only time they need to worry about switching, when they need to worry about switching, it's time sensitive, so they want to be near their portal. Switching back to black afterwards is not time sensitive, so they can afford to run far and get the black and run back. And during a time when they're running back, that's when we're going to want to pop a raid wall because that's the highest potential for them to eat the wrong ball color while they're running. Or not, it's up to you.
So you want the healers going white?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you should have monk and pawn be black and stacked in with melee, just for
Yeah, the paladins can do that, but
the rest of us white.
Crom and Book, both of you go. Crom and Book, both of you go white as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have Book, the hunter, going white. Crom, Boog, you're also white. Yeah, you have to be for tanking. So Boog and Book. So Book, come over here and click on this, and then you're going to soak up the white orbs, and you're gonna stay spread out and soak up the white orbs since you're not gonna be in melee anyways. And then if you're in melee, like we need like a pixel stack. Like we need to be stacked up nice and tight. Avoid the white orbs. Let the dark orbs hit us. You like don't run out for the dark orbs or anything. Put it on. I like to stack on Tobes. Tobes is my stacking. But just don't run out or move or anything. Just stay right stacked on triangle as best as you can and fucking pump. I'll just start calling Book Sean, and everyone will know Book as Sean. All right, let's get a pull here. Range, obviously, if you have the white buff, debuff, you want to spread out around the room, and you want to soak those orbs and make sure that they're not coming into the melee stack point. Don't be using my gubby. I spell it differently, dude. Don't worry. Crom, you can stand at the gate. Looks like you just signed up for it.
4, 3, 2.
Viet, you should have one of the colors, otherwise you're gonna be eating double.
We need a better stack. The stack is atrocious. That's a little bit better. You just don't want to get hit by those white ones. Perfect. Just pump down. Just big pump. Get ready to kick when the shield goes away. What are we losing people to?
Orbs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're getting too many white orbs coming into the group. The white orbs aren't getting soaked enough.
Yeah, like I'm the only one like on this side. We need a better circle of.
We need someone like upwards ping. Like we're getting them all from like our right side.
Yeah.
Melee wants to stack so that way the orbs hit, everybody gets the buff.
I mean, range can stack in with melee if they're black ranged.
So melee didn't switch at all. That's what happened there.
Kentucky, if you're black, you can just stack in melee.
Get dark right now.
Nope, I'm catching the ones that are heading towards the range. And Book should be over here with you. That's why
the range should be able to dodge those. You shouldn't be worrying about that.
I mean, so the strat we did yesterday was actually we only had, I think, like 3 or 4 people that were white, and the entire raid was black and stacked in melee range.
Yeah, it should really just be healers and a couple of range that are out there white. They should be spread around the group.
Like, we didn't even have any healers out. We had like 3 DPS out. And it was we had 3 DPS that had like immunities or damage reductions. So that when they did their Twins Pact, they wouldn't even have to switch color. They could just like ice block through it. Like basically the entire fight, the only time anyone ever had to switch color was the one time all the blacks in melee had to switch to white for Twins Pact, and then immediately switch back.
You realize that's how the heal went off, right? Melee didn't switch.
Yeah.
It's your fault, Bolts, because you didn't call it out soon enough.
Well, if you have DBM or any sort of fucking
Your fault,
No,
bro.
tells you.
DBM actually didn't do anything. And the weak
I mean, it
orders.
didn't tell you to switch.
The weak orders. No, DBM didn't say anything to me. And
Yeah.
the last time I had weak orders on, it literally broke my PC. So.
Oh, this will be done by next raid.
It was linked and baked about a week ago.
Problem is, there's no place on this.
Okay, so are we gonna run 10 whites again, or what?
I mean, we shouldn't have as many as we had. Everybody, like I said, we should have the same people that we said. It should be heals, and then just like 2 extra DPS. I'm just getting this thing set up to actually make a noise when Twins Pact's going out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ross messaged me, said he DC'd. He'll be back on in a second. Sorry, I'm looking at a couple of things.
Imagine the guy at the North Pole having more stable connection than everybody else.
Are you further north than Alaska?
I am like right beside Alaska. I'm like, I can literally be in Alaska in an hour.
I was gonna say, we get a couple people in here from Alaska.
He's probably over by Juneau.
No, I'm Yukon Territory in Canada. So a little more south than that. Or wait. No, a little more north than Juneau, actually. Maybe the same. I don't fucking know.
Now, Juneau's the part that's down near
down.
the peninsula-ish area, right?
Panhandle.
It's the panhandle.
Yeah, whatever you guys call yourself.
Yeah, the only time I went was when we took our boat from Skagway. It was like, I don't know, 8 to 10 hour boat ride or something like that.
Juneau is the second largest city in the United States by area.
Yep.
Behind Jacksonville, Florida, I think.
So I'm gonna post a picture in Big Trade Chat real quick. This is essentially what we're looking at. So we're taking both of them over on the right side by that portal, and then we're all stacked in nice and tight. Everyone that has the dark buff stacked in nice and tight on the butt, and then the people that have the light are spread out around the group, soaking the light orbs to prevent them from reaching our group. our group never got over like 10 stacks of dark because we kept getting light because they weren't being soaked properly. Now, also the person who has light as the tank, you will be responsible for soaking the orbs that basically like come in from that back corner. So that's going to be like here. So Boog, you kind of want to like put yourself to the back side of Destruct a little bit. Like they have a pretty large attack range, so you can kind of back up a little bit, and you can kind of strafe left and right and soak those orbs from coming in from that little corner. And then the rest of the range are kind of spread out on the opposite sides, preventing those lights. Basically, your job is to prevent the white orbs from getting to the group. And if you do that, then the DPS stands there and we just get dark orb after dark orb after dark orb, and then we're going to get insane DPS buffs and we win. The big thing that we do need to do is when there's a twins pact on Darkbane, we all need to swap to light real quick, blow that up,
chiếc
get
thuyền
the
200 năm
interrupt,
của Liên
and
minh
then
huyền thoại.
go grab
Rồi,
your
tiết sĩ 200 năm.
Any questions, comments,
Ê, tôi Tuấn
concerns,
cắt thêm 2 con
issues
chó
with-
đi theo. Ủa mày, giống như cái cảnh mà bữa hôm thằng Tư Linh
Perfect, that's right.
thằng Tư Linh nó vô nhà thằng Cờ Lia, xong Cờ Lia dắt thằng chó chạy theo ngược Tư Linh đó nè.
I can't see the engine on
giống
the
như Cờ
channel,
Lia
but
đây
it's still
mà.
tanking in the same spot, right? That's all that's
Thằng
really
Cờ Lia
going
xong
on.
hai chó đi ngang gặp Tư
Okay,
Linh.
great.
Y gian luôn.
You need a buff? What kind of buff do we need?
Dakin là một chủng tộc cổ xưa, bị phong ấn vào các
You don't
khu
have
vực
a,
biệt.
you don't have a
Khi
debuff.
bị đánh thức,
You're gonna
chúng sẽ
need
nhập vào
double
một vật
balls.
chủ và hồi sinh mạnh mẽ. Các Dakin trước đây như Achok, Varus, Cain đều có vật chủ là con người.
But I love eating double balls.
Oh, you're sack.
Yeah, we need to be stacked better on triangle, so we all get buffed from the same ball.
Darks need to be stacked basically right on top of each other.
Way too many light balls coming into melee. We just got 3 light balls come right into melee and fucking kill us. Okay, 9. You need to be stacked in to the group. And not, yeah. Just stop healing and wipe it up.
Người.
Đây, đây, vô ta thầy cắn
Có
hết.
hình dạng của một loài chó vùng sa mạc, được một nhà lữ hành đem theo, vô tình thất lạc giữa sa mạc và tìm được chủ nhân mới.
Vô group thằng kia có clip tiêu điểm tướng mà AB.
À có luôn hả? Bữa hôm coi cái trailer này rồi nè.
What we're
Ngay khi
actually
được
gonna do
đánh
is
thức,
we're gonna swap it.
Nafury trú ngụ trong một
We'll
thanh
have
dao
the
găm
healers grab
đã nhanh
dark and
chóng
you
nhập
guys
vào một
can
bầy
stack
chó
in
hoang.
as well.
Do đó,
And
hình
then
hài
we're
của
gonna
tướng này
have
sẽ là sự kết hợp
Hunter,
giữa dao găm và
Boomkin,
chó,
Shadow
đồng
Priest,
thời có nhiều sự biến đổi đa dạng
and
trong chiến
Nine,
đấu.
you can grab light, and then you guys are gonna run around and grab the light balls out there, and make sure that none of them get into us.
Make sure someone's also close on the wall side, not just out there.
Repair about some.
I'm gonna throw a couple flares. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Kentuck. So we're gonna be.
Không chỉ là một cá thể, phong cách chiến đấu của Nafury mang xu hướng bầy đàn. Riot mô tả về Nafury như sau: bầy đàn của ả ta sẽ luôn tìm thấy những con mồi đơn độc. Vậy nên lựa chọn của ngươi, chết đói hoặc tận hưởng yến tiệc.
Rồi lại vô tiêu điểm chưa?
Get a soaker like right against that back.
Rồi lại vô tiêu điểm chưa?
The one by the Alliance shield, Boog should be able to.
Con này không biết là đi đâu nha.
Bộ kỹ năng.
Đây, bộ kỹ năng đây.
Like we should have
Nội tại,
soakers
we are
in
more.
those general areas.
Tao yếu, như anh em tao đông.
Like you guys should be preventing the light orbs from getting
Nội
into
tại,
melee.
tao yếu như anh em
That
tao
is
đông.
like if you have light, that is your
Cái nội tại nó ác chưa?
Nafury triệu hồi bầy đàn, tấn công đối thủ trên đòn đánh thường và kỹ năng. Sử dụng kỹ năng chính xác hoặc tham gia ảo gục sẽ làm giảm thời gian hồi chiêu của nội tại.
À, nội tại có thời gian hồi chiều.
That should be
Quyền năng nhập
enough
vô nhiều
to
con
prevent the light orbs
nó
from
cười
getting into
cho
melee. As long as you guys are spread out around
Quy,
the room,
Dakin Dagger,
actively like
dao găm
preventing them from
Dakin.
getting into us, then you
Nafiri
should.
ném 2 lưỡi dao về phía trước, gây sát thương vật lý và sát thương chảy máu trong vài giây. Kỹ năng này có thể tái kích hoạt, gây thêm sát thương lên kẻ địch đang bị chảy máu. Ngoài ra, nếu mục tiêu là tướng địch, thì Nafiri được hồi máu, đồng thời bầy đàn sẽ nhảy tới tấn công mục tiêu này.
It's the time to switch.
Hả?
Like you still need
Sao
to
giống
do
như
that, but
dù rất như vậy?
the
Sao giống
like,
cái
you need to
chiêu?
get back to your color immediately so you can continue to do what you're doing. Like your job is just as important. Looks like we have a decent enough amount out there. Let's try it this way. Pawn, you don't have a buff. I'm gonna put there's already a feast down. Perfect.
So if I'm over on like that far right smoke blocking whites, I'm not gonna be DPSing a whole lot, yeah.
I mean
You are
should
just
be able to.
like just only try to go after the white balls that are heading towards the pile of dark.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
you're basically
you let the others go by.
your job is like a barrier. Like you're basically like you're defending the group from those white balls. Like it is your job to block them from getting into us. Like you don't want to go necessarily out of your way to grab a white ball unless it's heading towards the group.
Got me.
Are you lusting?
We're gonna lust on the first
Shield.
Like, bad shield.
We should stack tighter, black group.
Yeah, we definitely all need to be stacked tighter. You need to be on triangle as best you can. You ready for a special ability? Comes back. We need to swap and DPS the other one. You need to grab light and pump the other one. We need to get the shield off. Get the interrupt. Swap back. Swap back. Dodge balls. Swap back.
Oh, it's raid ball.
Back on the light bane.
Again.
Make sure we're stacked up nice and tight
Yeah, we
here.
stack up.
Couldn't hear you, Kentuck.
9 fingers. It's supposed to be light.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to switch to my bad.
Nope. Go ahead and lust.
Are we lusting for light bane? This is the one we have advantage on.
Yeah, it's because
We're
kind
supposed
of
to lust
already
for the
like,
other
missed
one.
our window. Yeah, I know. We already did the other one without a lust.
So the abilities are all used. It's like Freya, where they'll do all the abilities before they loop back around. So the next ability might be we have to switch white to absorb it, or it might be we can stay black.
Can we have someone stand behind the tank so that balls aren't coming in from behind?
Boog should be soaking the white balls that come from that way.
I think I'm getting one.
You are. I also.
Neo light guys switch.
Yeah, we get called out.
Pawn raid ball.
It's because we got what's going on in comms right now. Getting white balls in the group. Cannot have those.
I mean, there's no one.
Light vortex, everyone needs to switch to white.
Grab light.
Use your hellstones.
And we're gonna swap back to dark.
Monk raid wall. Everyone switch back to dark.
Get on light bane.
Stack tight. If you haven't already, use your hellstones, please.
We don't have like anybody soaking white balls, so if you see one come in, move.
I'll go out and soak.
Use your white balls.
I've been out here the whole time.
Chloe, I was gonna say, Chloe's doing a good job.
Yes,
All right, we got it. Focus up.
It's back. We need to swap. We need to swap and DPS down dark bane. You guys need to grab the light.
Damn.
DPS this.
Struck down.
You're actually shitting me.
Yeah, that's close. We got too many people down.
Yeah, stop healing and wait. Well, we also have 1, 2, 3. Like, there's a couple people in there that still had dark. Oh, I guess they were healers.
Yeah.
Good attempt. Everyone gets to fight now. We'll kill it this time.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot better. We do need to like kind of clean up comms so we can call the shit that we need.
Cái con Unit cũ á, cái con Unit mới nha, QE mình quăng mấy con đệ vô mà xong cắn xong hồi máu.
W, House Pursuit, chó săn truy sát. Naafiri cùng bầy đàn tới kẻ địch và gây sát thương vật lý, đồng thời
Sao lướt xa vậy?
lướt tới kẻ địch. W, House Pursuit, chó săn truy sát. Naafiri cùng bầy đàn lướt tới kẻ địch và gây sát thương vật lý, đồng thời làm chậm đối thủ. Tầm lướt phụ thuộc vào cấp độ của triệu hồi. Ngoài ra, bầy đàn của Naafiri khi lướt sẽ không thể bị chọn là mục tiêu và gây thêm sát thương với mỗi đơn vị được triệu hồi.
Ủa cái con này ghê nha, con này lợi hại quá vậy?
E, Eviscerate, phanh thây. Naafiri lướt tới và gây sát thương lên một khu vực, đồng thời triệu hồi tối đa đơn vị bầy đàn cũng như hồi máu cho chúng.
À là đang giống như kiểu là đang không có chó chịu hỏi chó.
Chiêu cuối, The Call of the Pack, tiếng gọi bầy đàn. Gọi thêm bầy đàn, sau đó Naafiri được tăng tốc chạy và tầm nhìn. Khi tấn công tướng địch lần đầu tiên sẽ nhận thêm lá chắn. Nếu hạ gục tướng địch,
nó gọi
mới. Công tướng địch lần đầu tiên sẽ nhận thêm lá chắn.
Rồi.
Nếu hạ gục
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 con chó, thêm nó mới là 8 con.
Hiệu ứng của chiêu cuối
nó cắn người ta cho chết. Trời đất ơi là trời. Sáu thằng 12 xe.
Thông qua bộ kỹ năng, ta có thể thấy Naafiri là một sát thủ với khả năng triệu hồi cả bầy sói nhảy vào
đi rừng được.
tiêu.
Wait,
Chỉ vậy,
chó hồ. Cái này đi rừng được nha.
Cũng rất xa.
Trời ơi, nó cắt sẵn cái nước vô người. Nó cắt sẵn trước cái nước vô người. Trời ơi, đồ trong cái này nó cắt xong tốc biến hay là chuyện của học này đâu, kiểu nó đi theo hết luôn.
Có vẻ mấy ông AD hay pháp sư mỏng manh chuẩn bị tới công chuyện với bầy sói Darky này rồi.
Rồi sao nó có chiêu đất, nó có cái chiêu E gì nhảy qua tường nữa kìa. Con này coi động quá.
Cho thấy cô có phần nào giống Z và Challenge khi có thể di chuyển bất ngờ vào combat.
Con này coi động quá em à.
Tuy nhiên, Naafiri lại thiếu đi khống chế cứng và không có nhiều kỹ năng giúp ả rời khỏi giao tranh. Sau đó, cô ta có thể sẽ cần đến sự hỗ trợ của đồng minh trong combat.
Nó vô nó sóc cái nó mình chết thằng là được rồi. Đó, chiêu cuối xong vô sóc chết thằng mẹ nó rồi. Trời ơi, cái con tướng này nó mạnh em à. Đúng kiểu tướng chó đàn luôn á. Mạnh nha.
Liệu có phải một tướng 200 năm tiếp theo?
Yeah, I still think we would use Mark.
Đúng mẹ nó rồi.
Naafiri có một chiêu thức gây sát thương chính kèm hiệu ứng chảy máu, cùng với đó là độ cơ động cao với 2 chiêu lướt tầm trung. Bên cạnh đấy, nội tại và chiêu cuối đều cung cấp sát thương với xung quanh các đơn vị đệ.
Ok, em đã biết rồi.
Sau đó, Naafiri được cho là một tướng không đòi hỏi quá nhiều kỹ năng người chơi. Điều mà ta cần nắm bắt chính là thời điểm lao vào giao tranh, cũng như khả năng tính toán sát thương chuẩn xác để có thể tận dụng tối đa hiệu quả.
Rồi, con này được, nếu như không đòi hỏi kỹ năng gì quá nhiều thì tôi chơi được. Nhưng mà tính ra những mấy con kỹ năng
cũng chính vì điều này mà nhiều người lo ngại rằng Naafiri có thể trở thành tướng 200 năm tiếp theo trong liên minh. Giống trường hợp của Casante, vị tướng đang tỏ ra quả bại.
Con tướng này mạnh đó nha. Đi đường chắc chắn là đi đường rồi. Bộ tướng cơ động á, bộ kia cơ động quá, đi đường là ok, hợp lý luôn. Trời ơi, mẹ mày nó cáp tiêu vô thì tóc biến đi làm gì nữa. Trời ơi,
Jen's power surged or something, so
nó
everyone
tóc
was
biến
taking
lên xong nó áp sát, nó kêu bày đàn ra nó áp sát, con mình nó xé sát. Game nó dễ. Trời ơi, nó xé sát kìa anh em. Nó xé trong một nốt nhạc. Để coi level 17 nha, để coi level 17 nó nè.
What the fuck is going on with the power in America right now?
Level 7 cũng làm một combo. Làm đúng một combo hết mẹ máu. Rồi con chó, ê nó con chó điều khiển được luôn kìa, đúng không? Nè, nó điều khiển nè,
Talking about game, but my PC's taking forever.
Trời. Có nhiều chuyện xả chó. Chắn chết mẹ mày.
Why do you sound different?
Luôn nó nhiều chuyện.
I lost power and my PC is taking forever to reach 5.
Trời ơi mà trời. Con tướng này đãi, tướng này vui nè.
This is Jet.
Cơ động quá. Cơ
Do I
động
sound good or bad? The same cuteness.
I PM'd him, say he sounds like.
Con này ok anh em đó. Con này mà máy bốt ra là chơi mạnh lắm.
I'm gonna get off of this. Bye.
Yeah, now that I know who it is, and I can tell. But it was weird.
We let the weeps out.
Alright, hello and welcome. I'm McFluffit. Engines are the primary game with to progress are at a different to be run those explanatory. If you are running on your own, you don't have a group, and you are trying to accumulate experience and level your character as fast as possible, this is the list you are looking for. The S tier builds are, excuse me, the S tier dungeons are going to be the ones that you can run the fastest with the most amount of density, with the most amount of XP per hour. And then the D tier ones are going to be the ones where you just really aren't going to be able to level up quickly, and you should probably skip those. So I suggest if you're going to use this list, be looking for S or A tier stuff, possibly B tier if it's got good affixes on it, but you're really looking for the higher tier stuff. And your goal is to kill monsters as fast as you possibly can in those dungeons and get through them. The next one we want to talk about is glyph leveling. So this seems similar to our leveling one, except the goal here is to get to the end of the dungeon as fast as possible, because the end of the dungeon is where the glyph XP actually exists. Killing enemies along the way isn't really relevant unless it's part of your objective, so what we're looking at here is how quickly can I get to that end, how quickly can I finish the objectives, and actually finish the dungeon. So the S tier ones are going to be the ones you can finish the most quickly, and then the F tier ones are the ones that are going to take you the longest. As you can see in here, Champion's Demise is the lowest. It has 3 objectives in the front that you have to go and finish. If you're on your own trying to do that one by one, it takes quite a bit of time. So this isn't going to be very good for leveling your glyphs. Notice this is different than on the leveling one, where it's actually fairly high because it has pretty good density. There's a lot of XP to be gained. But again, if you're just looking to level your glyphs as fast as possible, that's not a very good option. So on this one, once again, you're looking for S tier, A tier, potentially B tier with good affixes that you can ignore,
Jet is
ignore throughout the dungeons, so you don't have to
difficulties,
stop or wait. For example, the one where you have to stand in the
Yeah,
bubble.
also, does anyone have a red gem I can buy?
Otherwise, you'll take damage, will slow you down significantly. You're looking to go as fast as possible here. So you're looking for these dungeons with good affixes that you don't have to slow down a lot.
You back.
Let's move on to group farming. For group farming, very similar to leveling, except this is more of an all-encompassing. Okay, what do we do as a group to maximize our XP, our glyph
How
experience
close were
per
we
hour?
on the DPS?
And group farming is different than solo because you can split up. You don't have to all
finish
be
or
together all at once. You don't have to kill the same group of monsters. And
The
so
very last one we did was
multi-objective
super close.
options
Yeah.
for
People were
dungeons
dead, or
like
was that
Champion's
like-
Demise
Yeah,
are
that was
not a
when,
problem
like, a
because you
good
can
chunk
just
of
split
people
into
were dead.
3.
I mean,
do
right now we're
each objective
down
together,
2 DPS.
it's like you did it all at the same time. It's like you had to only one objective instead of 3. So group farming is a little bit different.
Well,
than solo
how far out
because
is
of that, but otherwise they're fairly similar.
far
You
out
were
is
looking
Frost?
for maximum XP per hour, getting through dungeons quickly, having high density. These are the sort of parameters that we're going for here with the group farming tier list. So if you're in a group
Guys, just
and you're looking
rebooting
to
right now
maximize those
because
things,
after that power surge,
just like the other ones, S tier, A tier, are your best
his
options.
keyboard and mouse weren't
You're still
working,
looking for good glyph affixes on them, and you can do some B tier if you have really good modifiers. But S tier and A tier are your primary, and you should probably be skipping D tier and potentially C tier as well. All right, the last one we'll talk about is high tier pushing.
if Jed
So
comes
this
back,
is
then,
very
we'll just
different
fucking go without
from all
Frost.
the other ones. What we're talking
can
about
we
here
get
is let's
some
see
now,
what our build can
please?
do with difficult enemies that are much higher level than us. How far can our build push? And when we are making a tier list on this, we're looking at, okay, what kind of enemy types are in there? And how challenging are they going to be when they do high damage? So, for example, ranged enemies tend to be pretty hard on higher tiers because they are hard to deal with. They can hit you from far away, whereas melee attackers tend to be a good bit easier. And you can just deal with them through kiting, through other means. It's a lot easier to handle that kind of content. So, high tier pushing is going to come out looking a lot different than the other ones for that reason, because we're just looking at a very different set of parameters. For that reason, things like blind burrows and dark arena look really good because they don't have a lot of challenging enemies to deal with. So if you are looking to push, this is where you should start. Do bear in mind, not all builds are going to handle really any of these tier lists exactly the same, but especially this one. Some builds will be much better at some content than others, at some enemy types than others, and so this is not a one-size-fits-all. Look at it as a good starting place to kind of consider, okay, what dungeons might be particularly good for my build, and then customize it to the experience of the playstyle and the build that you have to make it work for you. Okay, that covers our tier lists. Hopefully that will help you in your experience with Nightmare Dungeons to be faster, more efficient, and figure out the best way to push your builds to the max.
Right, this next ready check
have a great
is
time
going
in
to
Diablo
be
4.
for if
Expect a
you
lot more
have
content
enough
from us here on
badges
this
to
Maxwell
buy
channel in
an
the near
item
future.
with the trophy, say yes, or here rather. If not, then no.
How many do you have to have anyways?
40?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm 5 off.
after we kill this boss and the last boss, you should have 44 if you've done the daily every day. All right.
Fucking Frost comes back first.
Fuck, dude, I think Jed's computer just fucking exploded. Mikor He's saying his mouse and keyboard don't work at all.
Doesn't have a wired mouse and keyboard for just backup?
I think they are wired. I told him to go steal his brothers and like tell him to fuck off.
You what, took a surge? There's a chance that those USB ports fried. Just have to change them.
Yeah.
But eventually you have to replace your fucking motherboard, so.
Built into what?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, laptop.
It's like GuideQuest, come on here.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what is this, like, some sort of like bizarre, like, ENIAC, like on the wall? Like, what is this?
So he said he's logging in right now. He says he thinks his USB 3.0 fried.
You guys use keyboards? I just GTS.
Does that happen?
Oh, he's plugging in new ports and it's working. Yeah, so we'll talk to him about that afterwards.
Hello?
Oh, you're back.
Welcome back to the world of
Yeah.
the living.
Holy fuck, dude. That was the weirdest. I've never had that happen to me before. Like, all of my USB 3 ports are not working right now after I just had a power surge. I had to like replug all my peripherals into a different port to get them to work.
Yeah, you'll probably need a new motherboard, basically.
Oh, great. I don't have the money to build a new PC.
Well, before you do that, you should probably do a power drain after the raid, if you're familiar with it.
Yep.
Turn everything off and unplug everything.
And then hold that power button while it's unplugged and then try it again.
Yep.
May or may not have dirty electricity going through your machine right now.
Well, you know, I already unplugged it and fucking held the power button down for 10 seconds, but I literally like the power surged and I'm like still in game, shit's still moving around, everything's still working, but I'm just like Discord's really fucking quiet. Really fucking quiet. And then I was like, oh, my mouse isn't working. My keyboard's not working. Oh, my headset's probably not working either. And then I immediately like was like, something fucked up from that power surge. I'm gonna shut this thing down. I wonder what happened because we like never lose power unless someone like hits a pole.
Someone hit a pole.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Holy fuck! There's no floor.
You're owning?
So your fucking graphics card's fried.
Yeah, I bet. I bet my GPU is not liking it right now.
So while it hit,
It's alright. It says it's at 40 degrees Celsius. It's not hot. Oh yeah, I'm sure, Zedley. I'm super sure. You're all like, fuck Jed. He fucking
Oh, dude, let's get our head back in the game
didn't
and
come
kill this
prepared.
fucking boss.
Yeah, last attempt was really, really good. If we didn't have a couple of DCs there, I feel like we would have been all right. You definitely need to make sure we're swapping to light for the light vortex and swapping to light when Twins Pact is on Darkbane. Other than that, nobody dies. It's definitely a kill if we do what we just did on the last time. I'm just double checking my buffs. Sorry, I need to get a poison.
Tob's gonna charge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think Tob's was AFK.
Worth me.
Can you get a B-res on?
Get a B-res on Chrome first.
Yeah.
Chrome had a source.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Watch out for that layover, Boog.
Big pump on lane bait, big pump on lane bait right now. Ready to kick. Get any more people up, and we can't afford for any more people to go down, so.
Fight people need to switch. Switch, go back.
Bloodlust.
Swap
Light
light.
vortex, make sure you get light. If you're DPS, you need to get light.
How did all the light people at range die?
Maybe didn't swap aura.
No, it just seemed like they died just like incidentally early in the fight.
Unleash dark, concentrated darkness. So some of the people are they're eating dark orbs. Is what it looks like. Like you cannot eat a dark orb out there. And then dark surge, yeah, 3 or 4 ticks of dark surge, so didn't swap in time for the dark surge.
Oh, yeah, I battle resed into a dark orb.
Is that the ability? It's called Dark Surge. That we're swapping for.
Yeah.
If you're light.
If you're light. Yeah, I know.
Download that Foji pack.
My shit is running so slow right now, bro. It's literally taking me forever to fucking zone out to the graveyard right now.
What happened? You lost power?
Yeah.
Operation
My
Bill
PC
Dead New Computer.
My PC's fucked up since I surged, bro.
Surged hard.
Start a GoFundMe, bro.
So when the light vortex goes out, you need to be the color light, and when the dark vortex goes out, you need to be dark color. And the only person that's like an exception for is the tanks. The tanks don't ever swap. The tanks just pop a cooldown. Grab your debuff, and then put a feast down. So get a feast up.
Just one in front of the soul well.
Check your flask, check your food buff. There's feasts down.
Poisons.
Dropping our Jeeves back here if you need to repair. Alright, let's see. Everybody's got a debuff this time.
Big focus, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stack up better. Stack some a little loose in here. Looking good now. Just don't let a white ball come into us, please. Get ready to react to the next special ability coming in 5. Just pump on the one that we're on.
That means we need to change.
No.
You guys don't have to.
Kick.
I'm a light person.
It's fine. There's enough DPS to tower for it.
Yeah.
Like it's already done. We're good.
Next ability coming in 5. Be ready to react. Light vortex.
So light.
If you are dark, you need to get light. Tanks use a cooldown.
You need to switch back to black. Tobes Ray Ball, please. Everyone use your health stones as you're running in case you get low. Everyone should be back to black and back in the bosses now. Bloodlust.
It's already out.
I just saw that too, fuck.
I accidentally clicked on the...
Oh, darn, I misread that.
You can do it. Focus.
Yep. So for the next Twins pack, we are going to have to switch to white to DPS Darkbane.
Seconds, 10 seconds to
Darks are gonna have to switch when it happens.
Fine, we're next to it.
3 seconds.
On, hit your wall.
Switch.
Let's switch to white.
All melee switch to white. DPS the other one down. You need DPS,
DPS Dark Bane. DPS Dark Bane.
You need to get that kick off. As soon as that thing's down, it needs to get kicked.
Oh my god.
Wow. You guys aren't swapping fast enough. We definitely have enough people up still to do that.
I mean, are we gonna keep going, or are we wiping?
No, it's a wipe now.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like people still don't understand the light and dark. Like, if you're a light grabber, the only time that you're swapping to dark is when a dark vortex goes out, so you can survive. Other than that, like, you're staying on light the entire time. Like, you're not swapping to dark to pop that shield. There's enough dark people in the raid, so we don't need to do that. But the one thing that does need to happen is when when Darkbane goes out, like, no, I mean, we all did a good job on the vortex and everything, but when Darkbane goes out, like, everyone that's stacking next to that white portal, you need to click that shit as fast as you can and start burning down the other person for that shield.
And we need to not call Bloodlust wrong, which was my fault.
Yeah.
I did it on the correct one earlier. Or at least I believe I did.
Yeah, no, I saw the Darkbane. I'm like, oh god, that's the one we gotta burn. I know that was just the DPS or the shield one.
No, you did it on the dark vortex.
Yeah, the vortex.
Which
Yeah,
was not the one that we wanted it on.
Understood.
Technically, it was for the last one that we wiped on, but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine though. That was what we got to 1% or something. Like.
It was fucking super far down there. There's repair bots up, so everyone should be fully repaired, ready to go. Grab your buff, and there's Feast Hellstones.
My favorite part of that pull is you got nuked as soon as I hit you with Frenzy.
I accidentally clicked the light portal next to and I just died. Just because there are some people that don't have buffs yet, so I'm just making sure everyone's awake. If you don't have a buff when we pull, you're probably gonna die. Looking good. Try and stack on triangle the best you can. Ready for the next ability? Coming in 5 seconds.
shouldn't be leaving the group to get the fucking orbs.
You should be staying stacked in.
This is Twin Spec Darkbane. This is the Bloodlust one.
Yeah, we need to swap Bloodlust now, and we need to swap the light.
To dark. Interrupt. Good. Switch back. Alright, Toad's already has red wall. Good job. If you get low while you're running, use your Hellstones. Low is anything less than max health.
Need to stack better. This is a sloppy stack. You're not moving for dark walls, you're just staying stacked. Get ready. Light vortex, you're gonna need to grab light. You need to grab light. And then you need to dodge the dark orbs during this.
Pawn, raid wall, please.
Swap back. Monk up. Get Nanos all up if we can. Dark Vortex. If you're light, you need to grab Dark to survive.
And now I can switch back white now, right?
Yes. Losing our light soakers. Probably need one or two more range out there.
Yes, yes. As soon as that vortex is over, you should be swapping back. And this is the good twin specs, so we should be able to break this here. Perfect.
Tobes, raid wall, please. We're just eating the wrong color balls.
Good shit.
But I like eating the wrong colored balls.
No balls.
Another shitty dagger.
Did we get two Skyweaver vestments?
Easy.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a good one?
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's an alright for an offhand.
Is it gonna be DE'd?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
Hey, we got another dagger? I thought that was the oh yeah, the caster one. So enjoy the RP, grab a drink real quick. We're about to go down into the water. We're gonna swap this over to normal and finish out the lockout and come back guns blazing next week. And definitely try for a new heroic next week.
Don't switch to the RPs over, Jed, or it might get bugged.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything until we are ready to pull them. Nice. Alright, raid difficulty 25. Boom. That's how you swap from heroic to normal.
Oh.
Yep. So obviously, you know, we get infinite frost orbs here, but we want to just try and only use, you know, 2. Or we're gonna get less ads to spawn on normal. Just drop. We just need to death grip 1 down on the ass of a Nubarak, so Destruct can tank the ads in there. Boog's gonna main tank Noob, and when there's a submerge Boog, you can either drag it off to the left side or the right side, away from the frost patch, whichever's better for you. You can move it away at about 10 seconds left on that, so just watch the submerge timer. Destruct, like I said, tank those right in the frost patch on the ass, and it's priority to cleave down the ads. The longer the ads are up, the worse off we are. Just kind of rinse, repeat. You're gonna definitely see the burrow phase, so be ready to run long, wide turns. You want to try and kite that shit as long as you can. You can outrun it just naturally for like 4 or 5 seconds, and then it starts picking up speed. If you have any speed movement for your natural kit, that's the time to use it, like a rogue sprint or a druid dash. Then it will start picking up speed again. At that point, that is when you are going to need to boots, get next to an ice path, and call for a bop if you don't already have one, because you will not be able to outrun it. We should be able to get through the submerge phase doing 1 or 2 of those, and then it'll be right back up. And once we get to 30%, you know, you're going to want to try and click off your stam buffs, all of that shit. It's not as important in normal, but there is a macro to click off all of your stam buffs to make the last phase easier for heroic. So you definitely want to make sure you have that. And yeah, healers, make sure you're bombing on the colds. There should be 5 colds that go out. I'm not sure if there's 5 on normal still.
Duck, I don't need any trophies. Disc runs 4-piece tier 8.
Well, alright.
Yeah, no, it's crazy good. Like, you don't want to get rid of it.
I'll get you Zerker after this cast.
Alright, cool.
Any question on this boss fight? Alright, well, we got 10 minutes to kill it, so...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, everyone should be stacked in on triangle. Everyone. Makes it easier for the tank to pick it up, and we need orb to be death gripped and killed next to this. So I need a DK on that. There's an orb to our left. I need this death grip down next to the boss.
They're submerging.
Yeah, you guys are too late. Way too late on that. Then you need to kill the sphere.
Like, we basically want to pull the orbs down as we're running in,
Immediately.
so they're ready to go.
Yeah. And Boog, if you could almost kind of like back the boss up, like run into her, so she backs up into the wrong way.
I mean, another thing
closer to the ice.
Another thing we can do is actually we can all basically run by and stack on the north side of the room, so the tank is closer to the ads. So they have to run past the tank to get to us, meaning the tanks can pick them up easier.
I mean, if we're all stacked on the ads.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, we got 2 stacks.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a wave. Maybe not.
Rogues fanning them and shit. Resurrecting them.
Well, spread it. Get out of the middle and spread out. Should be good to see the submerge phase. We need a frost patch drop. We need a frost patch dropped in the back. This one's going down. Perfect. You never want to use the frost patch that we're tanking on. So, like, using that one there was bad. You want to use the one that's far out.
We probably want to also do the hand of protection gimmick.
Oh, you definitely want to fucking buff people, but I'm just letting people see this part of the fight. Some people may not have seen this yet. We need to be, I mean, obviously if we kill those ads, then we're not dealing with them during this fight, this part of the phase, and we need to be actively killing these scarabs, because they put diseases up on everybody.
They're stunnable?
Nope, I believe they fixate onto someone, and I believe they're not slowable, stunnable, or anything like that. You just, if they're on you, you run away. If they're not on you, you kill them. Kind of help your neighbor type of thing. And yeah, we need to have better frost spheres at the start, so that way we can tank the ads on top of the shit so we don't start getting overrun. Stop healing and just wipe and run back in.
Anh ba ơi, 2 hộp khô gà với 1 hộp da heo mua lẻ có 200k, mà sao Shopee anh bán combo y vậy mà 345k.
Cái này phải kêu Panda lên nè, Panda nào rồi giờ? Alo. Giờ bán hàng gì giá cả trên lệch gì chứ Shopee người ta hỏi kìa, lên giải đáp. Rồi ok.
Đã rơi vào người mạng 500k.
You want to have Monk do the first Or is targeted first?
Nó kêu
Not right
giá
away,
thì
yeah, because if it,
340.000,
or gets targeted, kites it for 5-8 seconds, gets next to an ice patch, gets hand of protection, then just stands there for about like 2 seconds hand of protection, walks it into the ice patch as well as 2 seconds.
Well, he wasn't supposed to have 4 on.
Mắc hơn bà nội,
It was only because they burrowed so.
Yeah, the first 2 did die.
But yeah, if you would have gotten like a pace up with a hand of sack with a sack or something,
Rồi, xong rồi. Xong rồi, người ta kêu lên sợ giá rồi. Người ta kêu lộn rồi.
Did I kite him right?
Hãy chửi sắp bay là này con sắp bay nhà tù phải không? Không phải là mẹ con.
Ok.
Để chú mà con nói vậy là con kêu con mang lại luôn.
Rồi, lớn chuyện quá vậy, lớn chuyện.
If it was the iPad where Anub is sitting down, no,
No, it was back.
then yeah, you did.
Chú nói giỡn.
I was gonna say, after the first one got fucked up, I kind of was like, half the raid's dead, this is a wipe. I checked out. Started fidgeting with my PC until I released. Boog, I'm being told you did really good.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you want to call out for a bop if you can. We should have Monk do the first one, Pawn do the second one, and the third one if we need. Yeah, you should call out, like, when you need a bop, call out for it. The first bop will always be Monk, the second will always be Pawn, the third will always be Tobs. And you kind of want to run into the ice with like 2 seconds left on that bop. Like, you want to call for it as you like will no longer be able to escape it. Like, it's getting way too fast. You already used your boots. Your boots is about to run out. You call for a bop, and then you go stand next to an ice patch until it's like 2 seconds left on the bop, and then you step right and you walk right into it. And that's the best way that you could possibly do it. Let's get a pull and kill this fucker. Kinda, Boog, when you pull him, you kinda wanna like fairy fire to get him to come towards us, and then like charge into him and flip him around. If that makes sense. DKs, you need to grab a frost patch, frost sphere off the rip, please. And then get that popped. Perfect. And everyone needs to stack in on the butt. Get these ads down.
Cold.
And remember, if they do their shadow strike, you need to kick it. I don't know if that's only on heroic. I haven't seen it on normal. They probably die too fast.
You want me to drag him away before he submerges?
Yeah, when there's 10 seconds left on the submerge timer, you can drag him to your left, which will be our right. You can drag him over towards that giant stone thing. It's just to get him away from this patch.
We also want to have a range go knock down that like super far away orb.
Yes, the hunter. If you could knock down the orb that is marked with skull. So start dragging them away now. DPS swap to these burrowers. Get these burrowers down. Book, hunter, go and grab that now.
We get away from our normal ice patch.
Spread out and get out of the middle. Get away. Get as far away from that ice patch as normal. Nope, you're gonna kite it. Yep. There you go. And you kind of want to go cat and dash. So yeah, you want to go wider than that.
Who's it on now?
Crom.
I didn't see.
It's still on Crom.
It's on Crom. Is that right?
Cold.
Give a hand of protection to Crom. Then
He's way too far. He uses stuff already. He's gonna die.
deadly?
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, there's nothing. It stayed the same speed, so there's nothing that he could have done about that.
Then
We're gonna need to drop another.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got it.
Thank you.
I got it.
Let's pull up the damage meters on that. I think I have TPSG on that one. I had that thing down at 3.
I just drag him back over that pile of frost.
Power
just like that. Just like that. And then get these ads down.
Cold.
And then we're coming up on the phase change here. So
Healers, remember.
Everyone be ready.
6k health. If everyone's at more than 6k health, don't heal them.
Alright, click off your stand buffs. Go ahead and send lust.
Tanks obviously still have to be healed.
Bomb on tanks and don't heal anyone any higher than like 40% if you can help it.
Melee is still very high.
Melee is really, really high.
He's done.
People are just topped off. I'm not even healing right now.
Probably fucking light and
light.
and feral and fucking shadow priest, just all the heals. It's normal.
Good shit.
Well, we had a ton of fucking shit go wrong in this raid, guys. We will have it cleaned up next week, for sure. If we just literally don't have like 7 DCs, it will already be a better raid next week. Let's take what we learned tonight and like kind of think on it and see what we can do better for next week. And yeah, we'll aim for Heroic and Noob. We're gonna do an Alg skip run tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So we're gonna start off with Algalon and then Kolagarn, Vezix, Yogg to get the fragments. And then we will branch out from there and do a couple other bosses for some select pieces and then probably call it a night. So stick around